Arcade Perfect by Arse.
Right, okay guys, welcome to an Arcade Perfect My Arse. This week I'm taking a look at Jailbreak, released by Konami in 1986. Now, of all the Konami games, most Konami games are extremely popular. You know, they're always rated really high, but this is one game you really don't hear too much about. And I don't know why. I mean, it's not a game that I've really played before. This one particular game when I hear the sound effects off the demo, the game running just now, it just takes me right back to 1986. I was in Edinburgh Student Union and I was extremely drunk, and I just remember the drunken haze of hearing the sound effects. This was a very, very loud game, and I could hear that over every other sort of arcade card that they had in this place. So anyway, Jailbreak, let's take a wee go. Take a look even, and see if it's push or not. Right, is it 3 for a coin? Certainly is. It's got very, very characteristic Konami graphics. Big chunky kind of sprites, but really, really looks nice. Now, dotted along every now and again you get a hostage, and I think you've got to make sure you don't shoot him, which is easier said than done. Come here, you. Bollocks. For a kind of simple looking game, it is bloody difficult. It really is. I don't know, I'm just completely shit, don't know. Get out. Get it. Bloody hell. Yeah, that was a quick game. Let's have another couple of games, I think. It's not really, I don't want to put my name in, come on, anything. Right, let's go back in again. Now, I don't think there were very many home versions of this. I'm not actually too sure how many there are. I've always tried, when I'm picking games for this series, I've always tried to pick games where they came out in a lot of different systems, you know, the 16-bit. But I know there is still a lot of games I can pick, but I want to also include games. That maybe didn't have, 16-bit versions. Stuff like this. Come on. Beat it. Just when you think you're getting somewhere, you die. It kind of reminds me of a sort of horizontal scrolling commando. Yeah, the sound effects, for me at least, are very, very iconic. It just transfers me right back to that drunken night in Edinburgh. Oops, I don't know if that was a guy or a girl, it's hard to tell. Come here, you. Where are you going? I don't know if that's a construction worker or if it's a guy with a really dodgy pair of, what do you call them? Oh, dungarees. Right, let's have one last shot, right? Let's put anything in. As you can see, it is difficult. Now, I just noticed it's got a wee intro, which obviously Green Beret had as well, so I don't know whether that was a daisy. Whether that was just a kind of thing that Konami liked to do. I don't know what came first actually, this or... I'm not doing too well, what I know. Bugger off. Let's roll. Roger. quite interesting. You seem to get a kind of explosion sound when you brush against somebody. Bugger off. That is fiendishly difficult. I can usually do better than that, right enough, but anyway, I think that's 3 games is quite enough, so let's take a wee look at some home versions.
The warden has been taken hostage. Free him no matter what the cost.
Right, okay, with a nice little intro, but a nice bit of speech there as well. This is the Spectrum one. Jailbreak, press any key to begin. J for joystick, let's go for that. Right, okay, here we go. Some nice, nice big chunk. Bloody hell, it's even harder than the arcade one. Nice big chunky graphics. I don't know why we have the little tombstone, because it doesn't do that in the arcade. So why would you add that into the home port? I don't know. It's either me or this game is just ridiculously difficult. Right, let's start again. J for joystick. Now, despite having some funky sound or speech, there appears to be a complete lack. Well, oh, bollocks. I was going to say a complete lack of sound. There's a very, very minimalistic little sound when you fire, and that's about it. Don't know why that would be the case. Now, I don't know how this rated in Crash Magazine. Now, I noticed in this version, unlike the arcade one, you cannot move diagonally, you can only move up, down, left or right. Pressing spacebar, not too late. I mean, it's got nice graphics, but it's just too damn difficult. Ah, balls. Nice use of colour, what do you say? I didn't actually catch who programmed this. It does kind of look like a Joffa Smith game. I mean, the sprites look nice. I say the colour is used really, really well as well. Right, that is just too goddamn difficult. And to me, that spoils a game. You can have the best game in the world, but if it's too impossible to play, then you're not going to play it. So that's the Spectrum one. Let's crack on.
The warden has been taken hostage. Free him no matter what the cost.
Right, okay, this is the Commodore 64 one. Interestingly, it was programmed by a chap that goes by the name of Darrell Etherington. Now, that's not a name that's probably known to many people, but he programmed Scramble 64 by Analog Software, and that was one of my first ever Commodore 64 games. It was certainly one of my favourites of the kind of early days. So anyway, enough of me wuttering, let's crack on. Now, I do remember this game getting a particularly bad review. Ah, right, there's not even any. So when you get killed, there is no animation to even register that you've actually been hit. Yeah, I remember Zap64 giving this a particularly bad review. I don't know what it got. Again, it doesn't, you can only... Yeah, the only way you know you've been hit is because it says "got me" at the very top. Oh, wait a minute, that's unfair. The baddie actually killed the hostage. I wonder if you can switch music off. There we go. Press M. Turns the music off. I mean, graphically wise, it's it's not very good, is it? It's pretty shit, to be honest with you. I mean, it does look quite like the arcade one. It kind of looks unfinished. That's my honest opinion. It's got nice music, but apart from that, it's... well, let's go again. And automatically. See, that's annoying that I put the music off, and yet it puts it back on again. See, I've been hit there. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's a bit unfair. The baddies kill the hostages. It does look... It's probably slightly more faithful to the arcade one, graphic wise, than the Spectrum one, but... I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I don't think the arcade game is a particularly good game. Not compared to other games like Greenberry or whatever. She's trying to leg it. But the graphics aren't good, are they? Right, we'll finish this game and then we'll move on. Right, now I apparently have another... Could have changed... Oh, right, okay, it looks like I did pick up that... Right, I've apparently got the other weapon. Have I just used it? I don't know. Why don't we just try and leg it instead of killing anybody? See how far we get. Yeah, graphically wise it's pretty shit. Gameplay's not the greatest. The music is probably about the only thing I would recommend this particular version. So anyway, let's take a look at the Amstrad one.
The warden has been taken hostage. Free him no matter what the cost.
Right, this is the final version. This is the Amstrad one. I could not find any other versions of this game. Oddly, there doesn't appear to have ever been a conversion of this on any home console. If you are aware of it, please let me know. But even looking on Wikipedia, I couldn't find a Wikipedia entry. That's what I usually do when I make one of these Arcade Perfect My Arses. I type into Wikipedia and it'll usually tell you all the versions that are available. So anyway, this is the last one that I can find. There may well be other ones out there. If you are aware of it, please let me know. Not that I'm going to redo them at all. But anyway, right, Amstrad one. Let's crack on. Right, it's got the same death move as the Spectrum, which I've got to say is a step up from the Commodore 64 one. I mean, the Commodore 64 one, there's no real indication that you've been killed other than it comes up "got me" at the top. At least this one kind of shows you something. I mean, graphically wise, it's probably the best of Bad Bunch. Well, you could probably argue that the Spectrum's got the best graphics, but at least this tries to replicate the arcade one. They don't appear to have the chains, the ball and chains in their legs. So they've got a wee bit of chain dragging at the back of their leg, possibly. Now you'll have noticed that I am absolutely garbage at this game. I mean, on every version that I've played, including arcade, I couldn't get to the next stage. I have got further in the arcade one, but it's such a bloody diabolical game that you wouldn't really want to play it for any length of time. Well, there you go, that's a game over. It's battering again. Again, well, almost a complete lackey sound. I mean, the sound is sparse. Yeah, sparse would be the correct terminology to use, I think. It's hard to describe why this isn't a good game. I mean, graphically it's not too bad. This one's certainly probably the best, I would say. But it's it's when you look at it, in essence, it's like a sideways scroll 'em up. That's what it is. You're basically moving left to right. Alright, you can move back and forwards, but I don't know. It's just quite a dull game, and the difficulty of the game to me spoils it. You know, as I said before, if you can't get past. If a game's too hard, then it's not fun at all. A game has got at least got to be. He's got a strange thing for a head. Oh, bugger off. He's not even got a face, that poor sod. Have they decapitated him? I think they have. At least this one has got a modicum of playability compared to certainly the Commodore 64 one. Right, anyway, listen, that's quite enough of that. That is Jailbreak on the Amstrad. There were only 3 versions. None of them are particularly good, I wouldn't say. Third place is going to be the Commodore 64 one. It is pish. The Spectrum one, it's got nice graphics, but it's still too difficult. The graphics are probably slightly too large, making it even more difficult than it has to be. And finally, the Amstrad one, it's the best of a bad bunch, but that doesn't say anything. I wouldn't say the Amstrad one is a particularly good game. And any grammar Nazi out there may spot the omission in the today's high score table. Yeah, so obviously the guy that programmed this didn't pass his English O level, or if you're in Scotland, O grade. Right, anyway, I'm wittering enough. That is Jailbreak. If there's a game you want to see featured in the Arcade Perfect My Arse, please put your comments down below. And as always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching.